All right, I'm going live. I went live at 5:31 p.m. See, that's good. They show the time and everything that actually went live. But anyway, back on to this brother here because I take that very seriously too. Um, the Bible. I don't hate my brother, my Hebrew brother, at all. But I just don't like. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna be sitting up, holding no conversation. That doesn't mean I'm gonna be. Mm-mm. Yeah, like my mother used to always used to say when she, you know what I'm saying. My mother would say it like this: "You feed people like that with a long handle spoon. Anybody that's sold out to their slave master like that." But well, my mother was is a little bit different from me in that way. She was, people are raised different. People come from different household, different backgrounds that makes them Uncle Toms and stuff. It's just in some people naturally a natural response is to be a coon for the damn white man. And the brother won't. He'll do that. He'll sell his people out in a minute. He'll get up and anytime you take and you give a YouTube channel out to somebody, a Caucasian man, you will have your people killed. You is capable of anything. Hmm. So that doesn't mean that I got to have you in my circle. I got to have you in my no, because you ain't to be trusted because you're clearly the decisions you make and the choices you make clearly speaks for itself. Your action speaks. Like they used to say, actions speak louder than words. And it's true. Yeah. Sometimes your talking is it's not so much what you say, it's your actions behind what you say. It's your actions. So he basically showing with his actions. He's supporter of white supremacy. Because number one, you can tell he tried to make white supremacist talking points. When I had asked him that day about my YouTube channel, right? I said, "Did you give my YouTube channel to so and so?" And I think he said yes. And then when I said return the question, the answer, my answer to him, I said I didn't like that. No, I said, why did you give my YouTube channel? Did you first? I said, what did you give my YouTube channel to this Caucasian man? And I would say he said his response was, I give it to everybody. And then I'm like, well, that's not what I asked you. He just gave me like a bullshit ass answer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm peaceful with him or whatever, but uh, I don't like what he did. Will I have him in my circle? No. Would I have when I will I hold a conversation with him alone? Will I hold a conversation with him? No. Will I speak to him? No. I wouldn't even feel comfortable doing none of those things. I just throw my hand. I uh I kind of threw my hand, but it's kind of hard for me to deal with people like that when I know you have a mindset of you supporting your enemy. I don't even feel comfortable sitting up talking to somebody like that. It's like you wasting time. Like, what are you partaking with demons for? Matter of fact, let me get that in the Bible. Let's get that in First Corinthians chapter 10. Let's go there. I think I'm right. First Corinthians chapter 10 and 3 or 4, something like that. Let's get that. Since it came up in my mind. Okay. Oh yeah, First Corinthians chapter 10, where it said you cannot be partaking. I'm gonna read it. Let's read verse 10. This is talking to the Israelites. But with many of them, God was not well pleased, for they were overthrown in the wilderness. That means they were destroyed. Now, these things were our examples. Examples. That means you should learn from this. To the intent, we should not lust after evil things, as they also lusted. Neither be ye adulterers, as were some of them, as it is written. That's talking about Esau, the white man. The people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. Neither let us commit fornication, as some of them committed and and fell in one day 320,000. Neither let us tempt Christ, as some of them also tempted and were destroyed of serpents. Neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured, and were destroyed of the destroyer. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, okay. I think this is it. I speak to us wise men, judge ye what I say. The cup of blessing which were blessed, it is not the communion of the blood of Christ. The bread which we break is it, not the communion of the body of Christ. For we, being many, are one bread and one body, for we are all partakers of that one bread. Okay, it's getting to that part. Behold, Israel after the flesh are not they which eat of the sacrifices, partakers of the altar. What I say then, that the idol is anything or that which is offered in sacrifices to idols is anything. But I say that the Gentiles, now when they say the Gentiles, it's actually talking about an Israelite. Like that brother in Walmart, he is in a Gentile state of mind because he's supporting the white man, his enemy. Because the word Gentile is mentioned two times in the Bible. The word Gentile just simply means a non-Israelite person. That's all it means. But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils and not to God. You sacrifice to the devil when you sit up there and you give my YouTube channel to the damn devil. That's what you're doing. You sacrificing your people to the devil. You're sacrificing your sheep to the wolves. That's what you did. I'm breaking down what you did. But I say that the thing which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils. And we know that the devils are the children of the wicked one on the planet, the Caucasian people, and not to God. I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils. Don't be sitting there holding conversations with people like that. What you holding conversations with somebody like that for? Somebody that will have you put away and have the white man or have somebody to come and have the snakes to come kill you. Why would I want to have a conversation with somebody have an evil mind who support their enemy like that? No, fuck you. Now, I say what I say. It doesn't mean that I care about my people, but I'm just saying, if you partaking in evil, hell, fuck no. I speak rough. But that doesn't mean it doesn't change the love or whatever. But I'm gonna speak rough and say, fuck you. Get your motherfucking ass away from me. Don't come your ass around me trying to think you gonna sit up there and speak to me and I'm supposed to sit up there and talk and act like this shit didn't happen, and then you turn around and going to the damn so-called white man and all that kind of shit, and you think I'm gonna sit up there and hold a conversation with somebody like that? Hell the fuck no. No, I'm not gonna hold no conversation with you. You the enemy. Ye can verse 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's tables and the tables of devils. That means we're not supposed to be sitting up even holding a conversation with people that support the devil. If you sitting up and you supporting this Caucasian man, and I'm knowing that, then I'm not supposed to be constantly standing there talking to you, because you is connected to the same people that destroyed your mind and killed, raped, robbed, and murdered and enslaved your ancestors. Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy? Are we stronger than he? All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not. Everything don't edify and build up the body of Christ. That's what the Most High say. Edify means just to build up and strengthen. Edify, build you up. Let no man seek his own, but every man whether another's wealth. But whoso is sold in the stumbling, that eat asks no questions for conscience sake. For the Lord, for the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. The Most High says, ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. And the cup of devils. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's tables and the tables of devils. You can't do that. You can't expect for me is to sit there and hold a conversation with you. First of all, we're not on the same page. We got two different mindsets. Because you're sitting there supporting the so-called white man. What the fuck would I look like sitting there constantly knowing the type of person you is, and I sit there and constantly sit there and hold a conversation with you? I don't feel comfortable holding no conversation with nobody like that. You against your damn self. You against your people. You one of those people you will have your own mother and father killed. That's the type of person, spirit you give off. And I'm hell no. I'm good, and I'm glad I did find out that day. But this is to educate you. I'm giving you the tough scriptures. That's what you need, because the way you going about things and your thinking is wrong. It is. I'm just gonna tell you up front. I'm gonna tell you like it is. You know, I tell the white man, the so-called white man, I'm not afraid to tell nobody the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I'm gonna keep it real with you. If you follow me around, I'm just saying, if you follow me around in the store and you just sitting there looking and so and so, and you just follow, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna call you out on it. I'm gonna say, what is you following up behind me for? You following along with the damn devil. You the devil. That's what I would say. Yeah, I would. I ain't gonna bite my tongue with nobody. So wake your ass up, man, and get with the program and wisen yourself up. And get out that mindset that you're in. Get out that motherfucking mindset that you're in. Because it's in the wrong mindset. I'm telling you. Now, it's tough love, tough thinking, or whatever. But you need to wake your ass up, bro. All right? All right, I'm out.